He goes, I saw you grow up. You were my job. And in his mind, again, this is, I know.
It's a home run.
It's a no, but I know it's like a different woke world now, whatever. And I'm not saying I'm like this, but my dad's thing is, he goes, you played sports, you got a hot wife, and you're not gay. For him, that's a big win.
What?
Welcome to your mom's house.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, Baruch atah Adonai.
It's my bar mitzvah. It's my bar mitzvah.
Good morning, J-Dog. How you feeling?
Doing good, T-Dog. NC Dog.
He's so skinny.
I know.
He looks great.
You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What have you not been eating 5-pound lavas? You've been.
Yeah, I've been laying off the Wingstop.
That's got to be hard.
Yeah.
It is. Well, I think I told this to you off mic, but it started hurting the right side of my stomach whenever I ate it for like 2 or 3 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't think food's supposed to do that to you.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not.
So
it's not supposed to be 3 days of pain after you eat something.
So I listen to my body. I cut that out.
Isn't that funny though? How now you realize it, you're like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's not good for me.
Yeah, you know what I used to do when I was 26 and depressed because I just didn't know what I was doing with my life. I would eat an entire pint of Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream every night, and then be in excruciating pain because of the gas. It would get trapped under my ribs, my rib cage, and then I do it every night. And like I can't sleep, but that ice cream is good.
I would eat like that and fucking whatever dessert, and then bacon, cheeseburgers, waffle, and then I'd be like, I don't know what's going on, but I keep gaining weight. I think it's my metabolism slowing down. It can't be what I'm eating.
It's not. It's like that. What year was it? We were our brokest, and we were eating Trader's Joe.
That would be 2007.
Yeah. The year before we got married. Mm-hmm. Remember? And what were we making? Souffles, chocolate souffles.
Oh, I thought you meant how much did we earn? I'm like,
no.
$100?
Yeah. Remember when we had our taxes done that year? And then he goes, you did okay this year. And he points to me and he goes, I don't know how you're alive.
Yeah.
That's how poor we were.
Yeah. And by the way, okay, for me, he was still
how much were you making that year?
I mean, it was probably like in the
grand.
40s or something.
Yeah.
Like it was like, you can make a living. Yeah. And then he looked at you, he goes, I don't know how you're alive. I think you made 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally.
He's like $1,000 a month isn't good.
So struggling.
I know. And I know there's someone out there who's like, hey, that's what I make. Ooh.
Yeah. Make more. Try harder. You're poor. Guess what? But remember, okay, so
this is why you're fucking poor. You're a fucking bum.
Yeah. But remember, okay, so Trader's Joe is tasty, but it's not healthy. Yeah. Like the spanakopita, I would make that every day.
Yeah, Trader's
Chocolate
Joe,
souffle.
though, hooked us up. I mean, meaning...
Kept us alive.
Yeah, and I, all respect to a Trader's Joe, because you'd go there and you have your fucking $28, and then you come back with a shopping cart.
I know.
And some of that shit was real tasty, man.
Real tasty.
Their frozen stuff, those frozen chicken burritos, I would get those.
I do every day.
That was dinner.
That's so true. I forgot about your burritos. You love those.
I love those frozen chicken burritos. And then... because it had like a sauce in there. It was really good.
Yeah.
Then they had the like those little appetizer, I forget what they are, like a little puff pastry.
So fatty. It was like
so fatty.
The quiche, the baby quiche.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
forget about it.
The building manager and his wife came over and like, can I try that? No, they didn't even ask. We're like, would you like? And they're like, yeah. And just ate the whole plate.
Ate the whole tray. That was our last box of spanakopita too. I was real upset.
And I tricked you one time. Do you remember this? There was Trader's Joe also had frozen Chucky souffle.
Yeah.
And there was one left.
Yeah.
And you go, I want that when I come home. And I was like, okay. And so I purposely opened it, ate it, but you didn't know I went and bought a second box so that when you came home, you found an empty wrapper and you were like, did you eat this? And I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit.
I remember that.
Yeah. And you're like, I asked you. I was like, don't care.
Yeah. What a flex.
But then I gave you a new box.
Wow, you really forget. Oh, you know what I used to love? Those Italian square cookies. It goes wafer, chocolate, wafer, chocolate, wafer. I used to fucking eat The whole bag of
It
those.
came in like a
comes so
navy,
fat.
like a midnight blue bag, right?
Italian. Yeah.
It was all Italian.
God damn it. Everything made me so fat. You know what's the sneakiest? Their trail mix, the heavenly one.
Yeah.
With the peanut butter chips and the chocolate chip. It's like, that's like 5,000 calories too. That
Good for you.
Yeah.
All these memories are coming back right now because we're super hungover today.
So hungover.
We had snooshie last night with our friends Sean and Aaron, and then I drank way more than I normally drink.
And you ripped so hard. You were snoring so loudly that I didn't even try to stop it.
Yeah.
I just surrendered to it, and I was like, oh, he's fucking wasted.
Yeah.
And I just went downstairs and I slept on the couch, and I was so happy. I didn't even try to roll you over.
That's
I was
very
like,
nice of you.
I just let it go.
I woke up so thirsty. I was like, dying for water.
It's so horrible.
And like such a headache. I have such a headache today.
Yeah, I know.
It was worth it though. That was really fun.
It was worth it. But,
Yeah.
we drank like 5 different types of alcohol. It's like sake, wine.
Gin. Yeah. Yeah. We were, like the kids say, turn to the fuck up.
Yeah.
You want to open the show correctly? You ready?
Yeah. I knew we were wasted. We were talking about world affairs at one point. Like, what's NATO? I was like, oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
When we start talking about smart people stuff, we're really fucked up.
Yeah.
It's no good.
That's true.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Here
you go.
There you go.
Heck, I'm looking for a female video gamer,
Cool.
Xbox video gamer that likes to listen to music, all kinds of music except classical like Mozart and Bach.
Well,
That's a no good.
Specific.
Likes to vacation,
Cool.
Duh.
likes fitness, and is a nurse.
Oh.
So I'm looking for a nurse because I got a lot of medical issues.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Yeah.
That guy's the best.
Pretty cool.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura
Mom Segura.
and
Christina
Kaczynski.
welcome to your mom's house.
Yeah. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
I'm very excited because, I know some nurses, and I got really excited when I saw this because I can be like, I want to send them this clip and be like, hey, if
Yes.
you're looking for a potential suitor,
Yeah, it's your,
because they
here's your
took care
guy.
of me, and I'll be like, I've been thinking about you. Here you go.
Here you go. Yeah, what's really neat is like I think he should have led with the nurse thing first.
Maybe lead with your health issues.
Yeah. It's kind of
Also,
deceptive.
when he's like, I'm looking for a nurse, I was like, oh, it's like a kink, and he's like, no, I have a lot of health problems.
that's really. And I kind of could tell that
You can?
just by his general demeanor. Yeah, he doesn't look healthy. He's like,
likes-
I like you to be into fitness though.
Yeah, you got to be into fitness. Me, not so much.
What a demand!
Yeah.
I need you to be a 10.
I'm looking for a nurse because I got a lot of medical issues.
So hot. That's like every woman's
Do you
dream.
think a nurse watch? That's what I can't wait to show nurses. They'll be like, oh yeah, this is
Perfect.
This is exactly why I went to medical school.
Well, yeah, you want to take care of people all day and then come home and take care of your spouse, you know? Ooh.
I'm in the
change your
gaming.
dye-dye.
I'm a nurse.
You think he has a diaper? What are his medical issues?
I like to vacation. He's like, good. Do you have any points on your Amex?
Yeah, he doesn't vacation.
Yeah. Likes to vacation.
He likes it, but he doesn't do
Specifically,
it.
I don't want you to be into classical music.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot
An
about
interesting
that.
note. No Bach, no Beethoven around here.
That's an unusual one. I've never heard somebody, because to admit that you don't like classical is kind of admitting that you're dumb. because classical music is often associated with being
sophisticated.
intelligent. Yeah. So you're basically like, I don't want no smart talking, no good stuff here. All the dumb shit.
What about somebody with 2 front teeth? Does
That'd
he
be
want
cool.
that or no?
That'd be cool.
Because he has clearly decided not to include those today. Somebody who can match me with their lack of front teeth.
So unreal.
It's a bold choice always to not include the ones in the front.
The fronts.
Yeah.
The fronts,
Top front.
bro.
Yeah.
The beaver teeth. Everybody sees them. And you can get like flippers. You know, they call them flippers. You just a retainer. You
could
pop
get a
in.
perfect smile.
You can
Why
get the
don't you
perfect
get a perfect smile? Yeah.
Yeah. They're advertising on Instagram now, the perfect smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's, he doesn't hear me. Are you listening?
Yes.
So if I'll show you on Instagram because the ads, and I want to share them,
Yeah.
but they're not shareable.
You can't share the ads?
Yeah, like I want to put them in my stories.
Oh, look how nice that is.
It's the ads are so amazing. You go from
Do you want to
this
look
this.
like you have teeth and bleeding gums? Get the perfect smile.
The gums are so red.
Yeah. If you see somebody with those gums in a regular mouth, you'd be like, you need to go to an orthodontist immediately. You need emergency surgery.
Gingivitis.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bacteria in there. Mm-hmm. Have you ever known anybody with bleedy red gums? It's so awful.
It's not desirable.
It's
for
so
sure.
hard to talk to them. I used to work with a guy with severely red gums.
I'm so surprised it has 1 out of 5 stars on Walmart's review page there.
Yeah.
I wore them on my
Veneers.
date and they fell out.
And you cannot call these veneers perfect smile veneers. No, they're not. They're not veneers. They're
No.
just a plastic.
Yeah, it's a piece of tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like taking a photograph of someone with teeth and putting it in your mouth. Like, I took a picture of someone's teeth. They're $6.99. I mean,
It's so amazing. For veneers?
yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's
And like,
not
by the way,
a
if
solution.
your teeth are real jagged like that, you can't fit the perfect smile over that because we've tried.
Yeah.
Like we've purchased the perfect smile twice now, and it's actually really hard to keep them in and to fit. Like, and you know what they tell you to do is to
Jesus
melt the
Christ.
glue. There's glue, right? There's a glue strip,
Yeah.
and they're like melt the glue and then shape it to your real
Yeah.
teeth. And I was like, fuck you, I'm not
I know.
gluing this to my.
And they give you
and I have
specific-
veneers. I'll rip them right off.
Instructions. They're like, don't eat and don't talk too much with these in.
Don't chew gum. You won't keep your
Yeah.
mouth shut.
Jesus, man.
It's the perfect smile.
Super perfect.
The perfect smile.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before we were rolling,
Mm-hmm.
what are we talking about? Like you somehow got on to you were banging a cheer. Oh, we were doing a cheer.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, be aggressive, be
aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E, aggressive. B-E, aggressive. And then just spawned this cheerleader that I had a memory of.
Yeah, and like, well, what whore is this? Because I've never heard.
Oh.
I'm looking for girls for pussy.
Was she your nurse too?
No. She was so small. You know, there's cheerleaders because they get thrown in the air. So a lot of times the high level ones, you know, that move along do like, I guess it maybe in high school too, but in college especially, they're tiny. Because you see them, the guys like.
I got
hold
it. No, I
overhead.
understand why they're tiny. I know.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you banged a cheerleader that got thrown around a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times she got drilled. She was pretty skilled, so I imagine it wasn't her first time. Yeah, she was nice. Nice lady.
Okay.
It was many, many moons ago, but she was,
But why is this all coming out now? I feel like
because we were doing a cheer, and I remembered the cheerleader.
I can't believe once the cameras roll,
She
you
would
tell
go,
me the truth.
She would, like when someone leads with that, you're like,
Okay.
you're
I don't want to
committed to
know.
the game.
I don't want to
you
know. Anyway, can I tell you what I caught myself doing the other day?
Yeah.
I bought a sweater and I looked at the label and it said made in Tunisia and it made me angry.
Really? Really?
Yes. I physically, it was so irrational. I was like, fuck Tunisia. Fuck that whore. And I got mad.
Tell them why. They don't even know why.
Do you guys know why? He always reminisces about the one hooker that he banged in Tunisia who didn't use birth control, so you were so super stoked you could just bust nuts inside of her.
She wasn't a hooker.
And she was all grimy. No, she was a hooker, meaning like...
Right, but I'm saying it wasn't a pay.
No, I know that. She was like some fucking dirty townie, and she didn't wash her box, and you really liked that.
She was nasty. She was German. She was
German.
She was it was in Tunisia, but she was German. She was a fucking savage. I mean, she was wearing a leather bathing suit at the hotel.
That is so gross, by the way.
Yeah. And she looked like...
not porous at all.
She looked like she was like in recovery, like pierced and fucking just gaunt.
I love that. I wish I could look like that.
Yeah.
God, I want to look like I'm on drugs like that. It looks so good.
I absolutely hammered this chick.
Okay.
I think I dislocated some shit.
Okay. But here's the thing, and be honest with me.
Okay.
A leather bathing suit is not porous.
It was alarming to see. Like you see it and you're like, the fuck are you wearing?
No, but listen. Yeah. So if it's not porous, it doesn't breathe well on your body parts. Did her meow smell a little gamey because it was encased in leather?
It did not, no.
Wow. Was it like, no, it wasn't like that.
No,
I know what
it was
you're
worse.
about.
No, it was
bikini.
It wasn't a bikini. It was a one-piece leather thing that had a thong, and it had like gaps. It would look like something you'd wear at a bondage club. It didn't look like a bathing suit. And she looked like she'd been drug along. Like someone had tied her and like strung her up and was like, "Come here," and like just yanked her over there. She had real problems.
Yeah. It's so disappointing.
I know. Like, I was like, ugh. I was grossed out too.
Yeah.
I was.
Fucking Tunisia. I hate that whole country. I do. I unconsciously, I was like, fucking Tunisia.
She had runaway vibes.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. She's a pig. She's a derelict.
I have a photo of her. I do.
Where you keep it framed in your office?
Yeah, it's the big one. You never know.
I want to see her.
I'll find a picture.
What color hair did she have? Orange,
I don't remember.
Gray, green.
Yeah, something. I don't know. I didn't really
Something.
care. I don't remember her hair.
You don't remember what color hair she had?
Dirty blonde.
It wasn't dyed or dreaded.
You mean pubes or on the...
Oh my God.
She had armpit hair.
She did? Because she's German.
She was gnarly. She was a fucking gnarly like punk chick. Yeah. Yeah.
Did that turn you off, the armpit hair? Did you even...
Very much.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic.
It really did turn you off.
It absolutely
like,
did. I don't like
it.
that. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Personally, I know this is offending some people. I don't like it.
Looks terrible.
Yeah.
It does look like shit.
And there's girls who are like, well, then you're not for me. Agreed. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's gross too. I don't like how it looks.
I mean, beyond vile is how I would describe it.
Look how much. Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we're used to seeing it not there.
You can tell how proud she is of it, too.
I hate that they're proud of it. That's what makes me even angrier.
Fucking puke on you if I was laying down next to you.
No.
Yeah.
But I feel like the chicks that have it feel the need to show it off like that.
Well, you can
They're
tell
always
how
taking
smug
pictures like that. It's like,
look what I did. And my legs, too.
Yeah.
Cool. Have fun camping this weekend. Yeah. So gross.
So fucking gross.
Absolutely.
And I still hate fat models. I don't care what anybody says.
All of us, everybody hates fat
I know.
models.
Can we stop pretending like we enjoy it?
Look, I need to lose 40 pounds. And guess what? I hate fat models.
I hate them.
I want to see dudes that are yoked and ripped with six packs. And I want to see chicks that have perfect bodies.
Sames.
The fucking little waist, hips, and an ass. And like, yeah.
Perky titties.
Just be fucking, that's the gig.
I know.
That's what you get. You get what you get in this world.
I know.
And the perfect bodies are models. And fucking fatties are not. You fat fuck.
I tell you, and I was buying like yoga pants and stuff on this website, and there are fucking chunkers on there now. Like in the regular people's department. I'm like, no,
That's
dude.
the new thing they're doing. I've noticed this. If you go online shopping,
Yeah.
You go, oh, great, a model, a normal model. And then they're like, also, here's a little pig for you.
Yeah.
So you can...
A chunkosaurus.
Yeah, you can see what...
Your fat body.
You can see a regular, like a desirable body, and then here's a fatty for you to look at, too.
And everybody in the comments, there's such fucking liar faces. Like, someone sent me a post yesterday. It was like skinny jeans. And then it was like a real fat lady in skinny jeans, and it looked terrible.
Of course
it was
it does.
all rolls and bad. And it was like, this is great. This is what we need to see. Regular bodies. This is what somebody's body looks like. I'm like, somebody, but not the model. Jesus.
The only advantage I see to having a fatty wearing it is like, if you look at it and it's on like a really good looking person, like a perfect body. And you go,
wait a minute. Sorry, walk me through this again. If it's okay if they're fat,
here's my only logic to accepting it. Like, let's say I'm looking at a men's clothing site.
Okay.
And they have a model, like a good looking guy
with
a perfect body. And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, the only advantage I see to having a big old fat boy next to it is the realization, like, oh, that's how it's going to look on me.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
It's like that
it's
meme.
not going to look like me, like the model guy.
It's like that meme of like
fat guy.
Like what I thought I was buying, and then it's like,
and then they show it, and I'm like, ugh, it looks like shit on him. So maybe it'll save me from buying it. You know?
Because you know that as a regular, like if you're a thinking person, you know that like, oh, the model wearing that's how that's going to look on her. And then you calibrate.
But your brain goes, sometimes it goes, that's what I'll look like. That's what your brain does
that's
to you.
the wish. And that's how advertising works.
Right. You go, I'll look like this.
Right.
And then you get it and you're like, I don't look like this.
I look like But you know that like I walk around sometimes wearing clothes that don't fit, but I'll be like, in my head, I'm still the model. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter whether or not I do look like her. In my mind, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because I've lived up to this aspirational thing.
So many times I fucking get a shirt or clothes, whatever, and you're like, man. And then sometimes you catch yourself in the mirror and you're like, the fuck?
I look like shit.
I should not have bought this.
No.
Yeah.
I look like a sack of potatoes in this fucking thing.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens, man.
But that's life. You don't want to know reality. Nobody wants reality all the time.
All you need is hope.
Yeah.
It's
true.
The idea that you can do better is all you really need.
That's what compels you to keep going and trying and doing better.
With everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you have hope as an artist, performer, comedy.
Yes. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So if this is the model.
Get the fuck out of here.
But hold on, you're looking at plus size. Nowadays, they don't even call them like plus size.
They just do it in like a, I know.
Like on the runway or on regular stuff, you see fatzos and like, this is not normal. She looks terrible. No, she's okay. They dressed her nice, but I don't want to see fat rolls. This is not cute.
I mean, is that
This is how I look in a fucking bathing suit.
The top row in the middle, is that supposed to really be in the top row all the way up in the middle?
Yeah.
That's a model?
Yes. I'm telling you.
Really?
Yes. If you go on like the Adidas website too, or like Aloe, or like any normal site, like to buy regular things.
I mean, by the way, if I met that person and they're like, I'm a model, I'd go, okay. All right. Sure.
Like go to women's clothing.
Yeah, they just throw it in there
and
now.
they throw it in there now, like or go to like leggings. You'll fucking die.
Okay. Appropriate so far. Well, there's preggers, but that's normal. But also,
like, look at Chunkaronis here.
She's pregnant and fit.
Look at Chunky on the left.
Oh yeah, on the far left there.
Oh, and they just throw that in. Like, that's not what I want to see. That's why I'm buying those things so that I don't look fat like that.
Yeah.
Same on the far right. Yeah. I don't want to look like that. That's why I'm here shopping.
Of course. Do they do it for men too? Go to the men's. Let's see if they have a big boy.
And by the way,
no, lean, fit.
Oh, they don't do for men.
Fit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because you know why?
Oh, that's interesting.
You know why?
Why?
Because men are more disciplined and realistic for sure. Because a woman goes, but this is my body, and then everybody goes, it's okay. And then men go, oh, I'm fat. And guys go, you know what? Why don't you stop eating and fucking work out?
Or
because women are weak.
Or that society is harsher on men.
Yeah, sure.
than women. I would say
They
that
tell
men
us to
aren't
fucking-
allowed to be fatzos. Women
That's
are
what I'm
allowed
saying.
to be
Because,
fatzos.
but it's because other guys are like, oh, fucking grow up.
Because you guys are
Get your ass
mean.
to the gym.
I wish that we could go back to
Stop
that.
eating fucking food all day,
But here's the
fat
deal.
boy.
We used to be like that for women. Get
I
skinny.
know,
Take a
I
pill,
know.
you
In the-
dumb
in the
bitch.
good old days.
I know. I agree.
when you
and I
had to,
think
when
it
they
was
weighed
fine.
you to be a flight attendant,
I know.
and they're like, "You're 125. Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah, fatso.
you fucking hog."
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't be a flight attendant anymore.
They don't weigh them anymore.
I know. Fucking I know.
I know. It's so
Sometimes they
weird.
turn to go down the aisle, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
And here's the thing. People are going to be like, gosh, how do you guys judge? You're not super skinny.
Of course
But
not.
here's the thing. We didn't choose professions that require us to be super skinny. I'm not a flight attendant.
Yeah, and I'm not a model.
Yeah, neither am I.
And by
Never
the
going
way,
to be.
the flaws are better when you're in comedy.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the older, uglier, uglier,
Yeah.
fatter you are. I just stammered because I'm so hungover.
I know. No, there's no. If you're a supermodel with good looks, it's going to be rough for you to do comedy. Actually,
It's harder.
we're
I
in the
think.
business where your flaws benefit you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's true. I could go on, but I won't. I'm going to take a piss though because I drank so much water because I was so dehydrated.
Okay.
Do you have to go pee too?
Not yet.
Okay. Give me a second, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
Yeah. All right. This episode is brought to you by Simply Safe. What do U.S. News, PC Magazine, and Popular Science have in common? They all rank Simply Safe home security as the best home security of 2021. In fact, U.S. News just named Simply Safe the best home security of 2022 as well. I know that our very own Chris has a Simply Safe. We have it at the studio. He absolutely loves it. I know the staff here loves it. Big fans of Simply Safe. Simply Safe protects your whole home around the clock, every door, window, and room. It's backed by the best 24/7 professional monitoring in the business, ready to dispatch police, firefighters, or EMT to your home. With a comprehensive set of sensors and cameras, including the all-new wireless outdoor security camera, you always know what's going on inside and outside your home. You can customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafe.com/yourmom. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring. Go to simplysafe.com/yourmom.
When you push your body too hard or just feel run down, it's extremely important to stay hydrated. Making hydration a priority helps us feel better on a day-to-day basis. Listen, we are a Liquid IV home. I love it. You just put one stick of Liquid IV in 16 ounces of water, and they taste fantastic. I love the strawberry flavor, and it hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. It contains 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks, and it's made with premium, non-GMO ingredients and free from gluten, dairy, and soy. You can get it in flavors like watermelon, lemon, lime, strawberry, pina colada, and more. Oh, am I on vacation? Liquid IV is on a mission to change the world, and they've donated over 19 million servings globally. Grab Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code YMH at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use promo code YMH at liquidiv.com. Experience better hydration today at liquidiv.com, promo code YMH.
You have a good pee?
I did. I pushed real hard. So I had a thought too when I was making pishy. I think this is only an American thing too, where we're like, yay, you're fat. Like we're celebrating.
Oh, Europeans have disdain for it. So do South Americans.
As
They're
they
my
should.
favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, my entire family in South America is like, you are fat.
Yeah.
And they just like, they look at you and they're just like, there's no need to be this fat.
Yeah. Europeans
You
don't
eat too much.
tolerate.
Yeah.
So I buy.
Go and run. Be less fat.
Of course.
Yeah.
It has to look like shit. People tell you to your face, like, you look terrible.
It's
You're
great.
so
It really
fat.
is the way to be.
It is.
Yeah.
So I buy in American brands. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
When I buy American clothing, I'm like a size 6 or an 8, right? Usually 6, 8. And then when I buy European, I'm like morbidly obese. Like it's depressing. I don't fit into the equivalent. So their sizing is actually like a size 6 in Italy is way tinier.
Same for me for men's clothing.
Oh, it's so depressing. No,
Yeah, I mean, basically,
fucking I hate it.
if it's Italian made or European clothing, they're just like,
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel when I put it on. They're like, this is not for you. You're too fat.
Yeah. I mean, I can't.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I've lost a bunch of weight since like the most I've weighed. Still can't fit in that stuff. Yeah.
I know. It's like so depressing because I want to wear these clothes and I can't fit into them.
Or my favorite. Sometimes I've gone into stores to try on. They're like, "Oh, see, I think we have something in the back," and then they come out and they're like, "Yeah, maybe online. Nothing in the store."
That's the worst. Maybe online, you fucking pig.
I'm like, nothing. And they're like, no, not here. No,
Yeah.
no. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, fucking 225.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's not for you.
That's how it is in like fancier upper end stores. They'll
Yeah.
be like, we don't carry a size 8.
It's not made for your body.
Chanel doesn't make it.
Yeah.
Pig. Yeah. Come on.
I respect it.
I do too, because they're like, we don't want you wearing it if you're not a certain size. I think that's why they do it, no?
Yeah.
To keep the clothes probably looking better. I don't know.
You got to look cool, man.
You gotta look sharp.
You want to see another cool thing that happened?
I do.
So, check this out.
Go ahead.
The name of the song video is The Machine by Brett Kreischer.
I mean, it's like literally.
Wow.
I mean, you can't even make
So
this up.
awesome.
This guy is just, he cannot see it.
He can't say it.
No, people can't say it. They just can't
It's
do
not
it.
that hard.
Brett Kershaw or Kirchich, whatever.
Whatever. So disrespectful.
Yeah.
Brett Kreischer is
Brett Kreischer.
Brett Kreischer.
What's so mean?
Kreischer.
Brett. Do you know, by the way,
Brett Kreischer.
in my upcoming special, which I'm not allowed to announce the date, but it's going to come out soon-ish,
Yeah.
I fully fat shame Bert by name.
In the special?
Yes. Like, I have a fucking, literally just, I fat shame him. I say his full name. Netflix has not flagged it. They are letting it happen.
What do you say? Can you say what you said or no?
I'd prefer it to be a surprise.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a lot of
okay.
Easter eggs in the special for Mommies, and I want them to find the Easter eggs. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things I say that are like throwaways that are just for YMH people. But I blatantly fat shame him, and they don't seem to mind.
Good.
Isn't that great?
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. People love to fat shame him.
Yeah, they do.
Also, he's not doing himself any favors.
No, and that's a good thing, is that you're never fatter than Bert.
I mean,
It always makes you feel better to fat shame Bert.
he is going up in weight.
I know. He looks terrible.
Yeah.
And his face is
Oh, my
bigger
God.
every time I see him.
So fat, I thought it was a Chinese guy the other day.
Joey.
That's what Joe,
Is that what he said?
Someone at the store, I thought it was a Chinese guy. I thought it was a fat Chinese guy. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I miss Joey Diaz.
So
What a
check this
sweet
out.
little man he is.
This guy. Imagine that you're on your phone,
Yeah.
Facebook, I think, and you open, and you just see
Facebook, social media.
You're the girl. And
Yeah.
This is coming from a guy.
Hey, babe.
A couple
Babe.
days later.
B. Sure.
And then there's a video there. And guess what? We have it.
Oh.
You like to see it?
Fuck yeah, I do. It's going to be so good.
Unsolicited.
Listen, baby, you have the prettiest fucking mouth and eyes I've ever seen. Like, unbelievable. Super fucking sexy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Fuck off.
Anyways, hit me back. I want to talk to you before you go to bed.
Oh.
Be a good girl for me, okay?
The move?
What was that about? The guitar? Like,
Guess who plays guitar?
yeah. He's like, I got something for you.
I got something
An
for you.
acoustic guitar. What
And
a
then-
nightmare.
Did he say be a good girlfriend?
Be a good girl.
Ooh.
And like, by the way, this is so unspecific. This
Hit
is
me
his,
back. I want to talk to you before you go to bed. Be a good girl for me, okay?
be a good girl for me.
Good girl for me. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So he's shot, and he knows this move. Is this what you
and
do?
then Nadav is.
Is this the video you're sending? You're just
Oh my
shotgunning
God.
this out.
Not unsolicited, no. maybe if we've talked a little bit.
That's
sure.
so different, though.
Way
that
different.
Is so different.
Yeah, never unsolicited.
Unsolicited move of being like, ooh, your mouth and lips. Like, that is way different than like, I've been talking to you and I like your mouth and your eyes.
So cool, though. This guy's the coolest.
Yeah. And then he fucking was like, it's almost like he's like, oh God, you're so sexy. And then he went like,
yeah.
Be a good girl for me, okay? I'm going to talk to you before you go to bed.
Wait, but the guitar flex too was like, and he was like, look at it. Like, what was that about?
I'm just working on music right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what that was.
He's letting
It's
you
like
know.
the equivalent of like picking up weights. Yeah, I'm just lifting right now, you know? Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, the really amazing thing is there are a number of women who would respond to this. That's what I'm fascinated by.
The broken ones.
Yeah, the reason we have this is because a normal person got it. But the broken one would be like,
The coolest thing
I
is.
want to be a good girl.
Yeah. He's like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Hey. No response. 4 no responses. And then he sends that.
Video. I'm sure I'm working on notes right now.
And what if we always said that the video is not the way to go?
Sending a video.
It's never the way to go.
I mean, it's just their track record is just, it's terrible.
Because then you end up on your mom's house to just on the video.
I have a feeling too, a distinct feeling that unlike Charles and Elliot, this man will not be like, my bad. I don't know what I was thinking that day.
Yeah, because Charles and Elliot are good guys who just made a faux pas.
Yes, they're self-aware.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh God.
This guy's not.
Hell no.
No.
And this is much shorter than their videos and 100,000 times creepier.
Well, I think
way worse.
I think the whole thing of like, hey babe, and no response.
There's no banter going.
There's nothing. It's like saying, are you hungry? No, thanks, I'm full.
It's
Have
just
something to
like
eat. No, thanks, I'm full.
Launching this into the sky is what he just did. Like, you just put this out there,
This
see
is
what
in
happens.
so many other girls' DMs. This is every girl.
Well, it works for him sometimes. I have to give him. I will tell
the
you,
numbers game.
This works for this guy sometimes.
Is there more?
No.
This is it?
So far.
Guys, women out there.
I hope he fucking sends another one. Believe me.
Please send this in if this guy's been courting you.
Ooh.
Ew. Can we watch it again? I want to feel
sexiest.
gross inside.
The sexiest mouth.
Listen, baby, you have the prettiest fucking mouth and eyes I've ever seen. Unbelievable. Like, super fucking sexy.
What's up with the guitar, dude?
Anyways, hit me back. I want to talk to you before you go to bed. Be a good girl for me, okay?
Hit me back. He's demanding, you know?
He's pulling the daddy dom. Prove it. It's his prove it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to work for him. Okay, Annie, why won't this work?
I mean, he should have got the, the message that she didn't respond. So there's no reason to try and, force your way in. It's like
there's no
you
rapport.
Didn't make it, man.
There's no rapport. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no room for you to do that. Yeah, like you said, like there's a girl that it would work on, but if it would, she's gonna respond to you the first time. You don't have to go that far. So yeah.
And if you're gonna start saying
So embarrassing.
your eyes and your mouth, it's good to have
somebody in mind.
Well, some rapport going.
Yeah.
Hi, hey, you look good, And then after something is established, you drop. You have the prettiest eyes and sexiest mouth.
Gosh, it's so funny because
and then you show your guitar.
I was pre-video, like when boys were recording me.
Yeah.
And you just knew it was just like hey girl, oh damn, you got a body that won't quit, like stuff like that.
Girl.
And you're like, you're not talking to me, you're just talking to everybody. Like I know what you're doing. That wasn't meant for me.
My college roommate,
He's great.
He would be like,
I love him.
At one end of the bar, and he would be like, he'd look at a girl.
I love it.
We would stand by and be like, look at this shit.
So sweet.
And then he'd go down there, and I'd stand next to him. And he's like, how you doing? I'm doing way better now than I'm standing next to you. Damn. And then myself and my other roommate would look at each other, and we're like, the fuck?
What is happening? Yeah.
And then he'd be like, yeah, everything's better now because you're involved in my life. And we're like, no. And then he'd say some other wild shit.
Yeah.
And then they would go off together. And
Yep.
we're like, what the fuck? You're like, that worked? And he'd be like, yeah.
But that guy I know who you're talking about
Yeah.
is extremely sweet.
He is a sweet guy.
And gentle and actually very endearing and has warmth and depth behind his eyes. That guy,
Yeah.
there's no warmth or depth or ugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you're anybody, you know? Any hole, just anybody in the world, any girl
That's
with lady
tight.
parts. Yeah.
That's
wow.
tight, dog.
That is so cool. Thank you for sharing. I love these. I'm always mystified by this guy.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you don't even care, dog. Like you're
Just how it goes, man.
fuck.
I'm sorry I didn't salute you, sir.
They're just not self-aware, right? Are they psychotic?
For sure.
Or?
This guy might be psychotic.
Yeah, because your friend that you're talking about is not psychotic.
He's
he was
not.
just I think he really loves girls. He just
Yeah.
loves women.
He's very
sweet.
Yeah.
This
he's
is
sweet.
like
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
Here, I like this kind of shit too. Kevin Samuels.
Oh my god, I love Kevin Samuels.
So funny.
You
Scale
are
from
an 8.
0 on 1 to 10. You can't use 7. What would you rank your looks? First face out of the shower, your natural hair.
A 10.
Your face?
Yes.
Look at his face.
A 10. I'm always going to give myself a 10. I'm not going to ever give myself
All right, so there we go right there, people. That's all you need. Like, you see all the hearts people losing? See, you can cap all you want to, but you're not an international supermodel. You're not an international, and I'm just trying to ask you, see, up until this point, I feel like you've been pretty reasonable. But now, if you want to do that, I think we should probably end it because I don't play those games.
I love him.
He always does this shit to people.
I
It's so
love it.
funny.
I love it.
I'm doing something for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to be helpful. But man, you and Rihanna walk into the room, don't nobody confuse you. You're not a 10. You're not a 10. You're not a 10. You're not a 10. But that's the point.
He went
But
Rihanna.
that's a 10. You're not a 10.
Okay.
Okay.
But it is like
he's right though.
We all could like listen to someone like that.
Here's why
You know
he's
what I mean?
right.
Like you need someone like that.
Yeah, here's
to,
why
like,
he's right.
hold
He's
up.
helping people who have delusion. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you if you think of yourself a certain way and you're like, but I deserve to have the guy that's like fit, the nurse guy.
Yeah.
This is back to like the
Exactly.
opening clip.
It all comes
Yeah,
together.
like if you don't know where your value is
Mhm.
and your expectation is here.
Because a lot of times what
What
he
are you
does
doing?
is he consults with women
Yeah.
who are single, and he goes in what you desire. I think he calls them high value men.
Yes.
So a
Yes.
man who's a professional who is making like several $100,000
Right.
a year or more. So
He's
he's like
productive,
because that
human.
high value man, his value is that he makes that living.
Yes.
And therefore he has options.
Yeah.
And then he's like, if you are desiring a man like that, what do you bring? So he breaks it down,
Yeah.
you know, and it's very logical, you know, it's probably like, is a little bit not involved with love when some of these breakdowns,
Right.
but it is very realistic,
Right.
you know?
Well, I mean, how many millionaires do you see with like schlubby,
Yeah. I mean, if a guy is
dope,
like,
dopey?
if a guy
broads?
is doing really, really well, you know,
You want
he can,
a Rihanna.
well, you have your options. That's
Yeah,
the kind of the
for
whole
sure.
point. So
Yeah, and she rates herself.
Rihanna's beautiful though, but
she is pretty.
Granted, but on a scale from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. What do you rank your face?
Okay, I'll give it 8. I'll give it 8 then.
You put yourself up there with Beyonce. Beyonce's an 8, Kelly Rowland's a 9, Rihanna's a 10. Hell, Sweetie is an adjustable 6.
Wait, he put Beyonce at an 8. I
Yeah.
would disagree.
well, he's got his own scale. I don't know.
I think Beyonce's a 10 now. the face.
he keeps going. Hold
But
on.
Rihanna is gorgeous.
When was the last time you had a guy with suicide doors rolling up trying to marry you?
None.
Okay, when was the last time your child's father, what did he do for a living?
He worked for Metro, the maintenance supervisor.
Maintenance supervisor. So he's a middle class worker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, due respect, a woman who's an 8, 9, or 10, they don't get middle class maintenance supervisors.
I mean, look, it's harsh, but he's being
Wow.
realistic.
beautiful people.
Ma'am, we're talking about you.
Okay.
You've been you your entire life.
Yeah.
You call yourself an 8.
Yes.
No.
Sweetie is a 6. I think 10.
Ma'am.
No.
You're beneath that number. You're not above that number.
Wait, so what is she? Because I think she's actually really pretty.
She actually has a very pretty face.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, and she has a sweetness to her, like a sweetness to her eyes.
She seems very lucid, normal.
Yeah. I mean, look, the scale stuff is obviously super subjective to a point, right?
Gracious.
There are certain objective truths when you're looking at beauty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think she's fine to call herself 6, 7.
I give her
7 would be
7,
confident.
7.
You know? Now,
We
what do
have
you
to
think?
see
You're
the whole
shaking your head.
package.
What are you saying?
We have to see her body and stuff too.
If we're talking
face,
yeah. I mean, hold on, let me go back to it. I'm looking at that. I mean, yeah, she could use some work. It's kind of
work.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking like
Jesus,
4.5.
Oh my god,
like a 5 maybe.
Okay,
5 at best.
Oh my god, but she's got a pretty,
Yeah.
good eyes, pretty mouth. She's pretty. She's pretty.
Okay. I mean, you know, yeah, no, she's for someone. Don't get me wrong. Like,
she is for
there's-
someone.
Yeah, everybody's got someone, but you know, like if we're speaking universally, come on, man, that ain't no 8.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
that was delusional.
Come
and
on,
that's
man.
also, you know what that is though too? When you know you're not. This is a thing that's like universal too. When you know you're not,
That's the delusion.
you also go like, I'm not going to put my. It's part of that is like, don't put yourself down.
Yeah.
Right? You go like, I know I'm not a 10, but I'm not going to say I'm a fucking 4 because that sounds like I'm putting myself down.
Sure.
So you go, all right, I'm an 8. You know, but you're
But
not.
she opened at 10, which was the mistake.
She did.
She shouldn't have started at 10.
Well,
She
the
should
best
have
was
been like,
his reaction when she said 10. He's just like,
but because what I do like about him is what we always said on those dating shows.
Uh-huh.
It's always the women that are like, I just can't find anybody because my standards are too high. It's like, no, you're delusional. You think that you're so amazing that nobody can live up to you.
yeah.
So that's kind of like the service he does. I hate rating people on a number scale.
I
think
know.
that's so gross. But,
It is.
Because I do think she's very pretty.
But I think he's using it more as a jump off point. Hey, let's have this
Yeah.
conversation. So to engage in the conversation,
Let's be
let's start
realistic.
by where do you rank yourself? And see what ends up happening is like, if your value is not there, he's like, you got to find other values.
Yeah.
So in other words, if you're a 5 and you have
I know where this is going.
and you have 3 kids.
Yeah, so no
and
one
so
wants
he's like
that.
that's not he's like your looks are not the most desirable, your bag's not most desirable. Do you have a job? Do you make a good living? Because that raises your value. So he's just like very like real, like logical
true.
about this stuff. And then some people can't handle it. But the truth is that even though some of the stuff isn't nice to hear, there is a lot of truth to it.
Of course. Well, yeah, if you're a successful, woman, you don't want a guy that doesn't have a job.
Of course.
That he doesn't have act together. You're supporting him.
And
You want someone you're equal.
If some man who's an executive, lawyer
For
or
sure.
whatever, and he's making several $100,000
sure.
a year, he has options.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I could watch Kevin
so
Samuels
can I.
do this shit all
Why doesn't he have a
day.
Netflix show? I would
think
watch this shit all
That's
fucking
probably
day.
gonna come. That's probably gonna come because like his
God, he's good.
his online stuff, like his TikToks and Instagram, he does like these long ones. He does like hour-long consults where he
I
talks
love
to
this.
people. And
So what is his official title? I don't
not
even
sure.
Is he like
I'm
a
not sure.
dating consultant or
I mean, it seems like it. I don't know if he goes by that.
he's like the male Patty Stanger, Remember that?
Yeah.
The Millionaire Matchmaker? Like I would love to see a show where he helps women find love, which is great.
He used to go by Image
Consultants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
God, I could watch this all day.
Yeah, me too, man. That's so funny. Go follow him. He's on Instagram, TikTok. I'm pretty sure he has a YouTube page too, and he's just so real with people. Immediately, he's like, I don't have time for this bullshit. Okay, I don't have time for you big old sassy ass broads. All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with our guest.
Okay.
We are back with Staten Island's own, returning to the show, Mr. Chrissy D. Hey, babe, how you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me. I love Austin.
Yeah.
This is nice, man.
Thanks for coming, man.
Well, I mean, it's beautiful. The whole set is beautiful. I think what you guys are doing here is nice. I think that Texas was the right move for you guys.
Oh, that's
you do?
Nice.
Personally, I do.
Yeah.
Because you guys, and you're the only people I've seen, I'm saying as I walked in, everyone's got skinnier and hotter in Texas.
Isn't that wild?
Which usually it's the reverse. Usually become a fat fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
But now you guys went opposite.
Yeah.
You
Thank
were gross
God.
in LA. Look at how fucking hot Nadav is now.
Yeah.
He looks amazing.
Are you on Grindr in Texas too?
I try to be, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You'd be
Isn't Grindr the gay one?
Grindr.
yes.
Yeah. Isn't Nadav not gay?
Oh,
Nadav's gay.
No, truthfully,
he's
are you gay?
I'm not.
What?
Yeah, right? No, I'm Jewish.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay. That's I should have put my mask on then. Shit.
Yeah, but we everybody's had their glow up.
that's what the kids say.
I mean, truthfully, like when you
Yeah.
come in, like
When I
think-
walked around the hall, you eyed me so hard. You gave me one of these. You
Yeah.
were like, ooh. You went up and down.
First thing I noticed, I said, this guy's got some koi now. He's got his ankles out.
Yeah.
I noticed Tom had his ankles out, which last year he was killing it, but not ankles out killing it. But when the kid starts coming out with pants that come to his ankles and he wants you to know, that's money right there.
Yeah.
That's money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that. And I'm telling you, man, it's a very, you don't see that much. People get hotter when they move to Texas, and you guys, it's a sex machine in here now.
It is. The
You know?
vibe is sexual now.
Yes, it's positive, and you know what I mean. And I'm vibing off it.
And you look beefy. You look like sexy
I appreciate
beefy.
that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm swollen. I'm a little swollen. I thought I got full disclosure.
Yeah.
Can I just be honest with you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
I got some body aches today, and I didn't want to take a COVID test because this is a big opportunity for me. So but I don't feel 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm a little beefy because I called in. I got my boy, Dr. Luke, who's my daughter's godfather out back in Brooklyn. Shout out Methodist Hospital. He sent me in a prescription for steroids. He was like, look, I got to be honest with you, buddy. It sounds covey, but the steroid pack's going to make you feel 100. I said, I got to get on your mom's house because I got a special to promote. So sweet. So, but I just hope that you guys are, got antibodies or whatever.
Yeah, we do.
We do. We're
okay, fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just want to let you know. Yeah, I don't feel
Honestly,
100.
if you came in here with the Rona, I don't give a fuck, man.
See, I don't. That's the thing about me too. Since the beginning, I haven't really cared. Like I was in the room with it so many times. I didn't care. It doesn't scare me,
Bro, I've had it a couple
Yeah.
times.
We've had it twice, everybody.
I never got it yet.
No?
Except for
What?
potentially today.
No.
Today.
No, I swear to God, I never got it once. As a matter
This
of
is
fact,
the state to get it in, so you're good.
Yeah, you're
I know.
fine.
It's great.
Well, and I lost my sense of taste.
Really?
Still and smell. We were talking about it during lunch, and it's great because I eat far less now. I'm down to size.
you still can't taste or smell anything.
A little bit, but it definitely affects that.
Interesting.
But I'm like, I had 44 good years of tasting, and now I just don't do that anymore, and that's okay.
How much more do you? Yeah, like what is?
What else do you want to taste?
Yeah, I tasted it all.
At this point,
Don't care.
Yeah. Tom's balls, like
They're the same.
their taste.
They're
They are
so
tasty.
wonderful.
Well, you know what? I got to be honest with you. You could tell. First of all, everybody smells
love
good in
them.
here.
Yeah.
It's a good scent in here. I don't know what
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank
It's
you.
just. It's a beautiful. It's like a beautiful scent, and I will say, Tom, that I do think your balls do smell good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they feel, I mean, like, I try to keep them pretty. I mean, I shower regularly.
Do you?
Yeah. And like today, like the day this is being recorded, the third leg of my tour launched. And when you see those pre-sales, you just, you know what I mean? Your balls feel good.
Promo code Tommy.
Yeah.
I bought a ticket just because I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
They drop a little bit and you're like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, no, dude, that's nice. I know it's nice to have legs of a tour.
Before we forget.
Yes.
Because I really want to do, I've always been a big fan, and I met you. I thought you were so fucking funny. And then we had you do a live show.
Yes.
And I've watched you just go up, 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 which I'm super happy for.
You guys are a big reason for that. So
Chris
I appreciate it.
Chaos.
Truthfully.
I think you're so funny. And now you have a special coming out that you're so hot, we don't even know where it's going to land.
You ready for this? What I'm about to tell you guys. So I was confident. I said I filmed a special at the Gramercy Theater March 5th. I had a show in Cleveland that was selling absolutely no tickets. I said, fuck it, cancel Cleveland. I'm shooting the special in New York City March 5th, which I did. Came out great by my guy, the homeless pimp. We filmed it, edited it, looked great. I said, I'm putting this on YouTube because I said my career only really began when I put the power of my career in the hands of my fans. Started going with my peers and comics I look up to, go on their shows, and just fans. No corporate. And then all of a sudden the ticket sales go up. My whole life changes. So I said, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it on YouTube. And I said to my agent, I said, I'm putting this on YouTube. He goes, fine, send it to me. He goes, this looks pretty good. Can I just send it to people at Netflix? I said, do whatever you have to do, but it's going on YouTube. Because I was thinking there's no way Netflix is going to, everybody had said no to me. HBO said no, Showtime said no. Everybody was saying no. I'm like, they're going to say no. I'm not a transgender Eskimo. They're not going to give me a shot. That's what I said in an email. So I have that documented, which I will be sued for later on in life. So I said, which is the name of the special, by the way, transgender Eskimo. So I said, I'm putting it on YouTube. That's final. April 6th, YouTube. And then I called Nadav. I said, I want to get on Segura. When does this episode come out? He said, April 6th. I was like, wow, it's meant to be. Perfect. April 6th is what's coming out. The newest development, I'm talking about as of last night, I had already landed in Austin. Yeah. My agent goes, is there any chance you could push Segura back? I said, absolutely fucking not. I'm already in Austin with an earache and body aches. I'm already in Texas with full COVID, ready to go. I'm willing to kill Tom so I can get my Patreon numbers up. So I said, what's going on? He goes, Netflix loves this thing. They love it, and they want to just give you, like, they want to put it on Netflix.
Oh, my God.
There's a whole thing you have to wait for. Like, they have to go through a finance department. There's a whole thing. The name different, but they said the product is untouched. They said the exact edit, as you put it, they want to put on Netflix, right? Like in 2-3 weeks, like at the end of April, they want to put it on by. And I said, well, the whole thing is I want to put it on YouTube because of the power of my fans, giving the power of my career to my fans. That's YouTube. And he was like, well, let me talk to Netflix. Maybe there's a way that we can have some of it air on YouTube and some of it air on Netflix. I said, if you guys can do that for me, then maybe I'll do it. Because then it becomes that because what I've been saying on my podcast is, let's get this special out on YouTube. We all been working on this, the podcast, and small, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Let's make this special so big on YouTube, share it with your friends, that maybe we get Netflix's attention. And that was always the plan. So It seems like in some way, maybe that happened for real. Because it happened. Because we filmed it, and my fans, I didn't do like a free show or anything.
Yeah,
I was
bought tickets.
I bought tickets, like, make this a real thing. And that's what happened. I was like, even if it doesn't sell out, and we wound up selling out like 3 shows. So I was like, let's do it. And it was a great show. And I said, if that's how this is organically going to happen, then I would give it to Netflix, but they have to let me keep the YouTube component. So that's the process we're in right now. So I don't know when it's coming out. So,
but that's a great problem to have. Yeah, this is a good place.
Just like and subscribe to youtube.com/Christy Comedy, because something's coming out on YouTube.
There you go. Okay.
I don't care, because you know what else I did? Because I filmed another special at New York Comedy Club that is different material. So I may just fucking put that shit out on YouTube and give the other one to Netflix. You can't stop me, you fucking corporate pigs.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yes.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And this is it's well deserved. It's well earned. You have been super funny and super consistently funny. And I like a lot of people, I watch your clips all the time, your highlights on Instagram. So fucking funny.
You.
I love watching you and Titi.
Oh my God.
You and Sal.
Yes.
And you have it's always great, man.
Titi Jerry, want to shout out Titi Jerry. Real quick, if you don't know, on my podcast, the Chrissy Chaos podcast, it's my transgender Puerto Rican nanny of my children. This is a real person. We're not trying to check boxes here. This isn't fucking Euphoria. I live adult Euphoria. So Titi Jerry is my girlfriend's actual godfather. It's her actual blood uncle, her mother's brother, who did a bunch of time in prison, got out 2 years ago, and is now taken my life by storm. I love her. I would give anything. She's become a huge member of my family. Off the show, she's my children's nanny. She picks them up from school. She's is in our life every day. She's coming. I have a show in Las Vegas. And she's coming. Her first day off of parole is tomorrow, and then she will be coming with us to Las Vegas. We're gonna throw a big party.
You gotta throw a huge
party for her.
But here's the thing. been to prison, getting off parole. Let's not have TT do something real reckless.
Well, that's what I said to TT.
Yeah.
I said, you know, if we go to Vegas, like you can't do something illegal and then you go back to jail. And she said, the only way I'd ever go back, she said, I'm not scared of prison at all. It's very interesting to talk to someone who has zero fear of prison because she's been through it. She goes, the only way that I would ever go back to prison, if someone hurt you, Jasmine, or the kids, I would have no problem murdering them and going back to prison. I would walk myself back to jail for you guys. But other than that, I'm going to be completely clean.
Good.
Yeah. But she did tell me that she stole a pair of sneakers from a Nike store last week, but it was an accident. So we went back to the Nike store and we made it all, but it was a little dicey.
Yeah.
Well, I said, you have to be very calm with what I'm about to tell you, sir. This woman accidentally walked out with a pair of sneakers. She is on parole. If you make a big deal, you want to call the cops or whatever, you're going to like hurt our life. Thank God, because of the power of the podcast, this guy knew who I was and knew who she was.
Thank God.
Said, it's fine. But we did know that we kind of were like, did somebody just walk out with shoes? And then she didn't, and it's fine, and everything's all good.
Well, it's all resolved.
So it's all good.
Good.
We did it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, stay straight, TT.
Stay straight. Yeah. And I want to shout her out. She got the vaccine. She's the only, I was telling Tom off air, she has had very open about it, has had HIV for 30 years. She got the vaccine. Wow. Now she has no HIV, undetectable. So a lot of people saying the vaccine is giving them AIDS.
Yeah.
Vaccine cured TT's AIDS. So shout out Dr. Fauci, you cured AIDS.
Way to go.
Yes, Fauci cured AIDS, or at least TT's AIDS.
TT's AIDS.
She may get it again in Vegas, but whatever.
Wow.
This is probably a big day for Fauci. He's got a lot of bad press. People hate him, but we're actually celebrating him today.
I'm celebrating Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Listen, first of all, Dr. Fauci, Brooklyn kid, he looked like everybody's grandmother in the neighborhood. You know, like he came out and I never had a problem with him. I don't think he's a war criminal. I mean, I'm sure he did some shady shit, but he's an Italian guy from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's what
do you want him to do?
Yeah.
You know?
By the way, speaking of Italian guys, how's your dad doing?
My dad doing great. My father, he was in Tampa. He moved to Tampa.
That's right. I remember that.
Right.
He told you after he moved.
Yes, he did. He told me after he moved. On July 6th, he just said that he lived in Tampa now. And then he showed up to my house, I want to say December 20th, like a few days before Christmas, and stayed for 3 months. Never told us he was coming to the new house.
Oh, just showed up.
Just showed up with my stepmom. They lived there for 3 months, just left about 2 weeks ago. He's doing good, Dad. He had I don't know, because this happens to him sometimes, where he ate himself into congestive heart failure again. Did I tell you guys he did that the last time?
I don't remember that.
Okay, so what happened was this is a common thing. Yeah. So we know it's common now, but in the beginning it was like, what the fuck? Well, I get a call and from my stepmother, says, Dad's in the hospital again. I said, what happened? She goes, he ate himself into congestive heart failure. I said, again. So what happened is he did this thing where he eats so much sodium. So much. So he ate
his diet just
what is he eating?
So here's what he did.
Is it like pepperoni and
ready for this? Here's what he did recently, 3 weeks ago. Okay. I have to get on the phone with his doctor. He goes, he ate an entire tray of lasagna, okay? 3 Cinnabons from like 3 full Cinnabons, a whole 2-liter bottle of Pepsi or Coke, whatever, like 15 garlic knots or something crazy like that, and like 6 slices of pizza throughout the day. Wakes up in the middle of the night, can't breathe. What else is new? Can't breathe. Oh, and then he's taking this, and it's all rambling with his heart medication. His heart medication, 100% true story. His heart medication, he's having some type of side effect. He keeps waking up in the middle of the night and seeing a black family sitting down having dinner at the edge of his bed. No, it's a true story. And nobody knows what it's happening. And he's not scared of it, but he'll wake up and tell his wife, like, do you see the Wilsons having dinner? And she's like, Tony, what are you talking about? He sees a full black family that he's not scared of. I'm like, but like that's at the edge of his bed from his medication. So I get on the phone.
I like that it's a friendly black family.
It's just true. And even my friends, who's a doctor, his doctor, they're like, this has never been a side effect, but he's certain. He's like, I see a black family every night at the edge of my bed. Oh, and they're having dinner and they're very kind people.
Oh my God.
So he's in his hospital bed and I'm like, Dad, like, what are you doing? Like, you know, like with the food, whatever. Yeah. And he goes, well, what? He goes, I took all my meds. He goes, what's the point? His thing is, what's the point of me? He says, what's the point of me taking my heart meds and my diabetes meds if the shit don't work? I'm like, it does work. but you also have to eat a healthy diet. He goes, I didn't know I had a gay son. That's into counting my calories. And I'm like, I'm not gay, Dad. I just want you to survive. Then he goes, why do you want me to live long? I already saw everything. I saw you do what you want to do. I got my grandkids. And then I said, don't you want to like grow up? Don't you want like to see your kids, like my kids, like grow up or whatever? He goes, that shit's for you, not for me. That's what he said. He goes, I saw you grow up. You were my job. And in his mind, you know, again, this is, I know.
It's a home run.
It's a no, but I know it's like a different woke world now, whatever. And I'm not saying I'm like this, but my dad's thing is, he goes, you played sports, you got a hot wife, and you're not gay. For him, that's a big win.
This episode is brought to you by Stamps.com. Time is money. Don't waste either with repeated trips to the post office. With Stamps.com, you can skip the trip and focus on how to take your small business to the next level. Stamps.com lets you print official postage right from your computer and saves you money in the process, so you can spend less time at the post office and more time making your customers happy. I've been using Stamps.com for, about a decade now because I hate going to the post office. It's horrible. It's such a time suck. And Stamps.com gives you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer. Get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS. Stop overpaying for shipping with Stamps.com. Sign up at Stamps.com/mom for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. That's Stamps.com/mom.
He's like, what do you want me to do? He's like, you're not a gay kid, and you bang hot Puerto Rican chicks. Win.
That is a win.
It's a big win.
Now let's talk about your hot Puerto Rican wife. How
Gorgeous.
are things going? You've had the second baby now.
I've had the second baby.
Okay.
And that's helped things. The second baby, first of all, is now, because now I start to think, here's the thing, Jasmine, which by the way, if you guys are looking to get in shape, Jasmine, go to patreon.com/Jazzy Method. She's running a fitness class that she does. Very difficult. It's good. It's good for guys, girls, whatever, babies, whatever you want to do. She's great at it. We made a whole gym in our garage. We bought a house, so I made a whole gym in our garage, and where everybody's happy. And you know, it got to the point where I was like, we have 2 beautiful children. She's an amazing mother.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. She's a great cook. She loves to have sex. Like, what am I?
What's the
It starts to get to a point where it's like, I think my brain was like, oh, maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. Options. And then I just got to a point where I was like, what? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You have your whole family here.
But what switched? Like, was it a
why
moment?
did you make that change?
I think having the second child maybe was just a little bit like, you know, okay, now like this is, because I have 3 kids. She has this, you know, my stepson as well, and 2 kids. And then when we bought the house, I think when we bought the house too, I was like, oh, I have like a real life now. Like this is, I have a lawn and a pool and this dream. I'm like, what am I going to throw this away for? For what? This is dumb.
Buying a house too, it is like big boy stuff, right? You feel like a real adult.
Yeah, I feel like a real adult, and I felt like, you know, like we have this life, and it's like it also keeps you grounded. Like I want my goal is for my children to have a better life than I had. That's what that's what I think all as parents we do, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, she keeps me grounded. Having a family keeps me grounded. It gives my children the best chance to have a better life, because if I can get my career to the next level, it only will help them. So all this keeps me grounded. You know, it's like these other things. It's like, you know, it's like now when I have like pain when I pee, I'm like, it's just a little, it could be prostate cancer. It's not chlamydia. And I didn't realize the feeling, it's such an amazing feeling to know you don't have an STD. Yeah. And even if I did get an STD, it would be because she cheated on me, which like, it's not that big of a deal, you know, because it's not my fault.
Right.
Like, that's the thing. Like if she cheats on me and I get herpes, like, I'm like, whatever. But like if I gave her herpes, it's a way bigger problem.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if she gave it to me, it's like, I guess I deserved it.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it is a thing where it's like anything that happens now, because it used to be, I didn't realize how much mental energy was being expended on me thinking I had an STD every minute of the day. I thought I had an STD
How much sex were you having?
It was a lot.
It was?
It was a lot. And it was not, you know, I was single at that time when I was.
By the way,
sex
with
pest.
having that much sex, do you consider yourself great in bed?
No, I consider myself just because of the way it would work.
Yeah.
It was very common. I'd have sex with the woman once, and that would be it. She was not coming back for more because I think it was probably selfish on my part. I think I probably wasn't that good in bed. And I think that, or maybe we were both just looking for the sex. I think I was finding women who were like kind of just wanting to have sex for the wrong reasons like I was. Like we were just using it to try to cope, and there was no love there. I don't think...
It's like a fix, right?
Yeah,
you just wanted the emotional
It was like being a drug addict.
Yeah.
I think I was finding other addicts. That's what was happening. And then I think, when we had this second child, Jasmine and I was like, I don't want to be that other guy. I like being this guy better. Like, and it also gets to the point, like I'm 37 now. It's like, is it cool to be 40, single, banging chicks? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. If that's your lane, but I don't want to be that guy,
It's gross.
Yeah, it's
It is
gross.
kinda
Like, I'm
gross.
like, I got a family here,
But it's also good because I don't know, did you also go through a shame thing? Like after you bang somebody and then you get the fix and then you're like, ugh, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like it's more of that, right?
Yeah.
And so what are you substituting for that? Like now it's just like the career's going great. So now I go there.
It's career stuff, and it's now all that. And like now, I realize like how much I thought when we were co-parenting. I'm like, oh, I'm actually going to get more time. I only had one daughter at the time. More time with my daughter because it'll be more focused and it'll be more this or that or whatever I can convince myself. But it wasn't. I was spend time with my daughter, and we would have a good time. And then when she would go to sleep or whatever, I'd just be like on the phone, like trying to talk to girls or whatever, like dating apps or this or that. And then I realized like, I'm missing like all like the little, like it's not about the big moments, I think, being a parent, it's the little moments. And I missed so many of those in those 2 years that Jasmine and I weren't together. Like she would do something that was so simple, like color of something or just something that I wanted to be there for. Like I missed like, like her first step or something like that because like we weren't together. And I was like, I don't want to go through that again with my new daughter's name is Violet. I don't want to miss even the littlest things in Violet's life, and I don't anymore. And I think that, I just I'm happier being the guy that's in a relationship with the mother of my children than the guy that's like a fun divorced dad. Like I think I wanted that at some point, but I just had to go through the pain of like, I would think like, oh, I'm going to be able to drop my kid off and then I'm going to go out to hang out with my friends at a bar or go on a date with this girl, whatever. And I'm like, I actually didn't want to do any of that. I would have rather just sat with my daughter and her mom and watch Wreck-It Ralph.
But you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had to go through that to learn that pain. And now I'm like, okay, don't fuck that up again. And listen, if it got to a point, relationships evolve or whatever. If it got to a point where maybe down the line we weren't together for whatever reason, it would be healthy. It wouldn't be because of I wanted out because I wanted to go after these things that weren't necessary. It would be like something like an actual real problem that who knows what happens. Sure. But right now I don't foresee any of that because I'm like, what's the problem? Like I'm good to you, you're good to me. We have our kids, we have our house, we have our life. It's so good. Like I'm here in Texas now. She's not blowing up my phone because she's like, trust that like, hey, you're going to do what you told me to do. Yeah. She had reasons not to trust me before. And I would be like, she's crazy. But it's like, is she? You're fucking texting her sister. You know what I mean? I didn't do that, but well, maybe I did, but
But there's such comfort in the mundane. And I think that was the hardest for me to sit still and be with babies too, because it's fucking boring sometimes.
Hell yeah.
You're like, Jesus Christ, I can't. And then you just realize like it is those little things. Like, oh my gosh, our kid could write his name today.
Yeah.
He couldn't do that yesterday.
Well, I had to understand too, from Jasmine's point of view, like it is like I would say, oh, I'm the one getting on a plane and making the money and doing this. And there were times, and I don't say this anymore, like all you have to do is take care of the kids. And I didn't realize like that's an extremely difficult thing. And she's at home and she had to put her goals on hold. And I'm here reaching mine. It's like all these things are important to understand from her point of view. So that's why now I'm like, well, what is it you want to do? She wants to be a trainer. Okay, how can I use my career to help her now? And that's what I try to do, as opposed to used to be, no, I got my thing, you got yours. Like I had to figure out how to do my thing, you got to figure out how to do yours. It's none of that anymore.
Chrissy grown up.
Chrissy grown-ups, baby. Now it's teamwork. I told you since I got the second booster.
Yeah.
I feel since I got that other ouchie Fauci.
I got to take a quick leak. I got a leak. To enjoy
Piss in my mouth.
Okay, hold on.
Come on, dude. That's the thing. I will. Here's the thing. I don't fuck around with girls anymore, but guys is a different story.
Guys are me too. I love guys.
You could piss in my ass, whatever. Yeah. Look at his body. Even the side profile just looks good, dude.
It looks great.
You fucking look great, man.
Yeah.
You look like a sexy monk.
Doesn't he?
He does. He looks like a keto monk. Tom's the keto monk.
He does look great.
Look at that, dude. But his ankles are out.
You know, I do feel that we all collectively did get happier here.
Yes.
Like Chris Larson, I don't know if he's in the booth, but I mean, that guy maybe said 5 words to me in like the 7 years or something that I've known him. And here, like, he's so much happier.
Yeah.
Like everybody, I think, looks better and is happier.
I think it's a palpable energy when I walked in, because things were obviously going great in LA. I mean, seeing LA was fantastic, but this is even a level up from that.
Yeah, and I think the
very
Pandy
obvious.
bummed us out. The Pandy was so.
Oh God.
So I did the Gramercy too. I shot mine January 22nd.
At the Grammy?
Yeah, it was so great. But I felt that New York City was depressed.
Yes.
I felt the energy. I was like, oh, this isn't the great New York City.
No.
And I bought them all a shot. Because I was
Smart.
like, come on, fuck faces.
Yeah.
This is my Netflix special. You're going to laugh.
Yeah.
And it did feel heavy. Like, so how is the city now? Is it still?
It's better now because what a huge thing was, I think, and maybe if it impacted me more being a parent, but once they released the mask mandates for kids, and once our kids were getting off the bus and on the bus with no mask, it just feels normal again. Like you still see people in New York with masks, but I would say it used to be, I don't know, let's say 8 out of 10 people had masks on. Now 2 out of 10 do.
Yeah.
So I was walking around New York City 2 weeks ago, and I had said in March of 2020 when they shut everything down, like I would fantasize about like, there's going to be a moment, I don't know when I'm going to be like, wow, it's back. The world feels like it did in 2019.
Yeah.
And that moment happened for me 2 weeks ago where I was walking down in the West Village, and it was a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and the kids were playing in the park. No mask on, running around. Every store on the block was wide open.
Nice.
And I was like, it almost got like emotional. I was like, oh my God, like it's back. Like there's still some.
Like there's a homeless guy pissing on the streets again.
Absolutely.
Like all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great. I mean, you know, you had everybody just being who they are. I mean, the homeless in New York the homeless in Portland. I just came from Portland. The homeless in Portland are like next level, like where it was insane, where I couldn't believe, like I saw a guy sitting down on the floor. He had like, you know, like I don't even know, like if he looked like he was wearing like a bag over him. So I guess he was naked, but he had a bag on him. You could see his balls a little bit, but he was eating cheese doodles, dropping hydrogen peroxide on his feet.
Yeah.
He was just pouring hydrogen peroxide on his feet, screaming, going, ah! And his feet were just like bubbling up. And I was like, does this guy need help? And they're like, that's just Larry, man.
Yeah. That Seattle, Portland.
Oh my God.
San Francisco, LA too. I mean, I saw guys just take shits on the street.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's pretty, like when you see a guy go, I'm going to shit on the street.
Yeah.
And that was in 2007.
I saw it recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw it on my last trip there. Like a guy just take a shit in the street.
Well, I know. And they're a little Seattle. I like Seattle, but they are a little crazy.
Aggressive?
Well, passive aggressive, because there was a homeless man. I saw a homeless man in Seattle, not shitting, pissing, what you see a lot, pissing on the wall. And some woman walked by and she was like, sir, can you put on a mask? And I was like, what? A mask? This guy's a homeless guy pissing on the street. Who cares? And then I went into Seattle, won a coffee shop. And because they are a little crazy with the mask. The mask mandate's been over in New York City.
Yeah.
So I was in Seattle last week, and
They're about to take it away for the kids now, too.
They took it away from the kids.
did.
Yeah. So it's great. So I go into the coffee shop, and I didn't realize there was a sign that said, put on a mask. I had no idea. So I walk in, I'm like, oh, can I get an iced coffee black? And the woman's going like this to me. And I was like, do I have cum on my face? Like, what are you doing? And she's going like this, just kip her cheeks. I was like, what is this? And she goes, mask, you need to wear a mask. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. And I took it out, I apologized. I was like, I'm from New York. Like, we haven't had the mask mandate for a while. She goes, well, in Seattle, we take it very seriously still. And I was like, okay. And then she said, what would you like? I said, may I have an iced coffee black? She goes, you mean a coffee with cream, with no cream? I said,
oh boy.
I said, yes. I said, iced coffee black, coffee, no cream. It's, I guess, the same thing. She goes, it's not. She goes, iced coffee black, that's a little harsh. Coffee with no cream sounds better.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh my God, that's a real thing. I was like, I'd honestly rather be beheaded by ISIS than talk to this woman anymore.
Yeah.
But these people are so passive aggressive. It's like, she doesn't understand, like, she's race, like, That's worse. Like, I don't trust her at all because, like, if you have to go to the point where you can't even say black iced coffee,
I got to tell you something.
What have you done in your past?
I love nothing more than coffee. Like, I love it. You know, I have to have it.
Yeah.
In that moment, I would have enjoyed speaking violence more than drinking coffee.
Yes.
Like, I think I would have been like, fuck that coffee and fuck you.
Yes.
I want a black coffee with a black dick in it. Like,
yeah. Dude, I mean, that would be great. Black coffee with a black dick in it.
Yeah.
Just stir it up.
Yeah. Oh,
nice.
Fucking
Or
dumb
black-
cunt. I would have called her a stupid cunt to her face.
Yeah.
Or a black dick donut.
Yeah.
Like a cake, a heavy one.
Yeah.
This got me. Okay. I love hypotheticals, right?
Let's do it.
I mean, we thrive on them in this show.
Yeah.
So I thought of this a few weeks ago. I'm on the road with Jeff Tate. I pitched him this and I had a lot of fun with him discussing this. Okay. And now I can tell you guys about it. Like, okay.
Jeff Tate, what a good name, Jeff Tate.
It's
And
great.
he spells it with a G too, right? What an asshole.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hardcore.
I like it. Dude. Sounds like a racist senator.
Yeah.
Jeff Tate gets jerked
Jeff.
off in urinal. Yells.
All right. You're a hostage.
Okay.
Okay. You are you're in a building that is cold, dingy, wet. You're given water, a little bit like breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
You're on the first floor of this building, and you just obviously want to get out, and there's a way out. And the way out is there's 7 guys, and they're each gonna butt fuck you. Okay.
Okay.
And they have to go to completion. The guys are varying levels of attractive with varying levels of penis size.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to pick the order that you want them in. So first up
Boy.
is this guy,
Okay.
Leo. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was Nadav in LA.
LA Nadav.
That was LA Nadav.
Oh my god. So
there's the meme. Look for it.
LA Nadav.
There he
Okay.
is. God, look at that little peener.
So you got him.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy.
I like that.
He's got a nice hog.
Nice, dude.
Okay.
This guy.
There you go.
This guy. Right? Like
Easy
yeah.
peasy. Easy. He's got big balls.
now these are anal only.
Sure, I heard you.
And to completion, right? They
Okay.
each got to finish.
Okay.
All right. This guy.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
I mean,
They're all uncircumcised. Why
nice.
is
That
that?
guy's, yeah, he's in the Ukraine right now.
but obviously, like, nice bod, right?
Great
Like,
bod.
Yeah. This guy
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's so happy and his
Yeah.
wiener too. Yeah.
and number 7. Okay.
Whoa.
So
There it is.
Here's
That's the first
thing.
asshole I've seen.
Yeah.
the thing you got to decide, which I think is, I mean, I think it's pretty clear to me that you got to pick what order you want these in because you get to choose.
Okay.
So the logic would be, do you want to start with the biggest penetration and then kind of work your way down, or do you want to warm up? You know, start small, just loosen it up.
I already know the answer.
I mean, I have my answer, but
Go ahead.
Yeah.
so to me, I would opt for smallest first. Just warm up the oven a little bit, stretch it out piece by piece. End with this guy here,
Right.
End with Leroy, and then you you kind of graduate the room. But everyone has their own way of looking at
See,
it.
I'd rather be stretched out immediately.
You would.
So I'd rather go him first, just really get it open there. I mean, a big start, my father would always say, go hard or go home.
Right.
Right.
So I would say go hard with him because you stretch me open. You really give me a nice cavernous asshole that because once you can accept that,
Then everything else is
you
going to
can
feel
accept
like,
anything.
Yeah.
It's like you accept it big. So I would accept that. And then I would go progressively small. As a matter of fact, I would go him. I would have him blast me wide open, just rip me to shreds. And then it doesn't matter who's coming in there
Right.
because you have no feeling left.
That's
But
true.
I like your thinking, Chris.
Yeah.
I agree with the theory. However, your anus is not as stretchy as your vagina. We all know this.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
that's
think about
debatable. You've
the-
never seen my anus.
The professionals, like the pros, they're going to shoot a double anal scene. What do? They start with a butt plug. They loosen up.
I
They
agree
get it
with Tom.
going, and then they kind of, all right, let's
See,
warm it up.
So, Chrissy, here's the problem. Like, this guy blasts your a-hole first. He's going to create tears. There's going to be blood. There's going to
Everywhere.
be fissures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be open wounds in there. And then the next guy who's going to blow his load, it's going to sting and hurt and burn. So I think you want to go little little but gradual, and then the grand finisher. You're ready.
You're ready
You're
to go.
so open, and you're not bleeding.
Well, the real reason why I picked him first is because the truth is I want to come too, and he would make me come the quickest. So I just kind of.
Would he though? I'm being serious. Like
Yes.
if you had to choose,
100%. If I was gay, which I don't think I am, but if I don't feel that
but you've always been open to the idea.
yeah, like I'm not. Listen,
what does Jazz think?
Jazz thinks I'm fully gay.
She does.
Yes. And she's like, when you admit that to yourself, I think things will get better in everyone's life. I'm like, well, my father needs to die for me to explore these options.
Yes.
Right now, he's still alive. So I could go the first 50 years of my life straight, last 50 gay. That's a possibility. But I would say that the gay fantasies I have had in my head have almost exclusively involved black men.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Well endowed.
Yeah.
Men.
Well endowed black men. And not even that's for me. It's not even about the penis size. It's the body type. It's the muscles. It's being held. I kind of want to hold hands with a black man. That's for me. I'm more sensually gay than sexually gay. Like, yeah, you got to, obviously there's needs, but I think, and I've said this before, I think I fall in love with men. I have sex with women. That's
told
how
me
I
this
describe
before.
myself.
This is what you told me last time you came on. You said,
yeah, and that still applies today. I still do think there's been many times where I've had a great conversation with a guy,
and then you want to go have
about
sex with a
history,
woman.
and then I'll text Jasmine and be like, "Let me see that ass," and she's like, "Where's this coming from?" I'm like, "Segura."
So would you hold hands with him?
Yes.
Okay.
I would. I'd rather hold hand. I would hold hands with him and just get to know him a little bit.
But would you fuck him too because he's your type?
If I had to, again, I'm not gay. In this situation, I think he'd make me come the quickest.
Yeah.
Just you know what I mean?
Would you fuck him if he was like, "Fuck me in my ass"?
In the game situation, you're saying like tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
No, not yet because I'm not gay.
All right.
But you catch me. Listen, you catch me. I've had a nice, a positive day. I'm drinking a little bit. We're being silly. Baseball season is back in the swing. My allergies are under control. I've had some Flonase. I'm loopy.
Yeah.
Maybe
it could happen.
You do a little pump or two, see how it feels.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'll say this. I would say 95% chance I'll never have sex with a man or be anally penetrated by a man. I don't think. I would say I'm close to 9% that will never happen. 50% chance a blowjob, 50-50 shot blowjob. I would say
either giving or receiving.
Giving or receiving. That's a 50-50. Just because, listen, sometimes you want to, I don't know on my deathbed if I'm like, what's the one thing I never tried? Cock. And then you try it. It's possible. It's possible.
It is.
But I would say almost 100% chance I'm going to hold hands with a guy for real, like in my life.
I think when you do come out as gay, what's going to get you like real crazy points is that head of hair, man.
You like that?
Yeah.
Fucking A. Look at your hair.
You know what the secret is? And I've just learned this. I don't shampoo. I only shampoo my hair now once a week. I do conditioner every day. I was told that my hair, because it's like whatever texture wise, a guy was cutting my hair, said your hair is, you have nice hair, but you're ruining it, but you wash it too much. Hair doesn't need to be washed every day. It strips the oils, and I was like, no way. And then I just started conditioning it, and it's everyone's been complimenting on my hair.
Beautiful.
I appreciate it.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Chrissy.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
wavy.
So everyone's weighed in. So guess what?
What is it?
You're being released from floor 1 of this building as a hostage.
Yes.
And now you're going up to the second floor.
Yes.
And in the second floor, there are 7 women.
Oh.
Here we go.
And you have to...
Oh, man.
Nice.
You have to make them each come. Okay?
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to eat them out?
Yeah.
You have to eat them out.
Or penetrate. Whatever. Because some...
I just have to make them come. I don't
some
have
of them
to eat
are,
them out.
clitorally reach orgasm. Some of them like, no, I need to get pounded.
Okay.
So sorry. So Chris also has to have them orgasm by any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
Okay,
right?
so I don't have to necessarily use my face.
And it's the same kind of thing where it's 7.
Oh, I don't like that one at all. I don't like hers.
Types.
I don't like.
Oh yeah,
that.
what's wrong with her? That's like
that one's prettier. I like that one.
Yeah.
These two are like I would like.
Oh, she's pretty.
Yeah. I don't see any problem.
No,
with
I'm giving you a full variety here. Okay.
That
Got
one's
it.
fine. That
Yeah.
one's clean looking.
Yeah.
Oh, she's super clean.
There you go.
She's like Russian.
Yeah.
So here's the question.
Okay.
Do you start with the most attractive or do you go, I'm going to start at number 1. So, because this is going to be the hardest one to get my dick up for. Or do you know what I mean? And then do you work your way to the most attractive? Do you mix it up? What's your logic? Take me through it.
My logic would be, first of all, I have a very short tongue. So for me, look at that. Like that's the full tongue.
Okay.
So it's very short. So for me, eating girls out never really worked. It would be like your tongue is like a midget's tongue, little person tongue. So I would have to most likely have sex with these women to have any attempt to make them come. So I would say that it would probably be, believe it or not, this is the way my mind works, believe it or not, it would probably be harder for me to come with the beautiful women and easier for me to come with her.
Really?
Yes, because there would be a panic that would set in
with the attractive
with the attractive one about this and that, but with this woman, I think I would take on this approach of like, we're all kind of just happy to be here.
Yeah.
There's no pressure. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
So I would probably blast a load in her belly button quick, like really quick. I actually may fuck her in the belly button. That may make both of us come quicker, believe it or not. But I would take that approach. I would save her for last. I really truthfully, I would save her
This
for last.
one?
I would save her
See,
for last.
I'm going to go opposite because I'm going to eat my Brussels sprouts before I have my dessert.
Got it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do the hard work first.
I think so too.
And I actually think the unattractive one's going to be easier to make come, maybe. Because like pretty girls don't do anything, I've heard, like in bed, right? Like, don't they not work hard? They just kind of lay there. They're not very into it.
They think it's a privilege, like, that you're with them.
So like maybe the Uggo ones are like easier. Maybe they're more down because they're like, dude, somebody's touching me. Like, this is amazing.
That's what I was going for. I think like she would probably be more into it.
So when do you do this one? First?
She's going to be the most work. She might be the most work.
I mean, because you got the tattoo on her vagina. Like all these
you
things
like
are.
that. You
I
like
love
her,
that.
yeah.
But they're difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They're very difficult to deal with because it's a privilege and they want it this way and they'll just lay there and they won't do anything.
Yeah.
So it's with the other woman. I mean, the first woman, she'll do whatever you want her to do.
That's
she'll
true.
do. She'll do anything.
So she might be she'll be like actually the easiest one first, and then she's going to be the hardest one.
Yeah, she's going to be too much. It's going to be too much. What would you do?
Because I'm thinking about like with this girl at the right here, being that she's attractive, I could definitely maintain an erection and perform later on, right? Because she's attractive.
Right.
I would think that it'd be, if I go her first and I have the big girl, the real big one, last, I'm like, there's just nothing left of me. I'm gonna have to wait here for a week. So I would get that first nut out with the real
that makes sense.
fucking animal at the beginning. And then with this one, I could still just push through.
Well, because that's the real impossibility is there's no chance I'm going to have 7 nuts. I'm 37 years old. This would take me 3 months to do this.
But that's not the object. But the object isn't you nut. The object is she nuts.
She nuts.
But you got to be able to perform.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but she won't care because it's about her getting her nut.
But some women you can't make them come. Like some women, it's
the thing.
Impossible.
So that's what's saying. So based on them, who do you think can come the easiest? Is it going to be the hot girl who might be kind of boring in bed?
I'll tell you who comes the hardest. Not her. Right? Oh. Hold on. Her.
Yeah.
Why do you think she comes the hardest?
I just see it. She has a face that like I come regularly. Like
she's happy.
Yeah.
She's free.
I think you squeeze her tits and she fucking
She
shakes.
comes. Yeah. She's like probably somebody. Yeah. She's like at a farmer's market. She looks like she's from Seattle.
Yeah.
This is the woman who yelled at me about the black ice coffee.
She touched her cheeks.
She's like that. And I like a bush too. A lot of women are going. The bush is coming back a little bit.
I hope so.
I have full pubes right now. I have a full bush.
Yeah.
She said I like a little pubic hair. It's manly because I can't grow hair on other parts of my body.
Yeah.
So she's like, if you had a full bush, it would make you feel somewhat of a man.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm hairless.
She looks like milky and fertile and fun, and she eats. You know,
I think she's a lot of fun.
She's fun. Yeah. She'll get drunk a little bit.
I actually feel like this might be the most enjoyable sex you have.
That's true, Tom. I like your thinking.
Yeah.
All right. Now you leave the second floor.
Oh no!
Right? And you're like, Jesus.
How many
Christ.
levels is this?
I know.
You're like,
we're getting my steps in. I like this.
My ass is fucking
My ass is bleeding.
starting to heal. My balls are empty. My tongue hurts. Right. And the third floor is a Chili's, right? And it is full. It is like a regular Friday night, and you can stay there as long as you want. You kind of want to stay there because you are tired. You're exhausted. You're still a hostage.
Right.
And there's no other place you can go. You can stay in the Chili's, right? And unless you want to go to the fourth floor. But the third floor is this Chili's, and you probably spend a couple days there just eating and recovering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And if you want to leave, at this point, you can't leave the building. And you might not be ready for the fourth floor. So you kind of just, you stay there to recover. Right?
Okay.
And they go, if you decide you never want to go to the fourth floor, you just live at Chili's for the rest of your life.
Oh God. Okay? Wait, I sleep in the booth and stuff?
Yeah, you sleep there, and they're always coming over with they're like, you want more nachos? And you're like, no, God damn it. But if you actually want to
shit at the Chili's,
leave the building, you go to the fourth floor. And on the fourth floor, you have to make these guys come with your mouth. Okay?
God.
Wow.
It's the 75 greatest players in NBA history.
Yes.
And you have to blow them to completion.
Oh, shit, man.
And it's the final level. This is the one that gets... Now, you can go back to Chili's. If you come up and you go, this is just too much, you can go back to Chili's.
I have a question.
I
have a question. May I blow... Do they all have to be consecutive and in the same day? Or may I blow like the front row, take a break at Chili's, recuperate, come back, blow the second row?
You can't go back to Chili's in between. You have to stay there and make these men. Now, here's the good thing. They're the 75 greatest players in NBA history. 15 are dead. So you only have to blow 60.
Got it. Is there an option to blow the 15 dead ones, though?
There is.
Just because this is the first one you've presented where I don't see any negatives.
Right.
If you gave me an option to live on the fourth floor, I take that one. Surrounded by NBA black
Greatness.
cock. Are you fucking kidding me? I just told you this is what I want.
I know, you did say that.
To blow Magic Johnson.
I feel like they are watching you blow someone right now.
Yes. I take Jordan's earring and use it as a cock ring as I blow Kareem. That's right. No, this is like literally the fourth floor is heaven for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I love basketball. And to blow Hakeem Olajuwon, you understand?
I know, but you know what? There's things like, Kareem is in his 70s. Like,
yeah, it's going to take a while.
It is going to take. First of all, that is a pipe on that man, and it's not just going to be like, oh, it's in my mouth. Now he's going to be like, you need to work this.
It's a lot of work.
The head, the shaft. I need you to get under my balls. Like you got it. And that's the thing is like you finally get a 5-year-old guy to nut, and you're going to be like, and there'll be like 59 more.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of work.
But you don't have to. There's no time limit, though.
There's no time limit, and there is... People break, and they go, I'm going back to Chili's. Like, they just
Wait a minute, they break.
Yeah, and then you come back up, and they're like, you ready to blow 60 guys right now? I think you got to be mentally prepared for the amount of time it's going to take.
It's going to take so long, and your jaw's going to hurt so bad. After Kareem alone?
Yeah. I mean, all these guys are 7-footers,
Oh, my God.
But, and it's interesting, but it is NBA pedigree cock.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. I understand you're old. I get what you mean. But you have to understand, this is the 1%, less than 1%, the 0.001% of human athleticism.
In the world.
This is a privilege and an honor. It's like, how dare
I agree.
I even...
But right here, we're looking at just 7 cocks, and can you imagine?
Oh my God, Dennis Rodman's
the amount of work.
Saying all kinds of crazy shit to you.
Also, like just physically,
Yeah, it's a lot.
Your mouth is going to be really,
it's going to suck.
You're going to have to see a fucking surgeon after
I might live at Chili's.
You would just live at Chili's? Really?
It's a big commitment.
Listen, as someone that's given BJ's most of my adult life,
sure,
it's work, bro. And to find out what makes each one of them come, this is 60 different guys. Yeah. You're not blowing the same guy over and over. Every guy likes something different. You're gonna have to fucking figure out that.
And because I mean, listen, we're taking 75 men
God.
or 60 men and 15 dead guys.
Yeah.
Some of them, I would argue 20 to 30% need ass play to come.
Right.
So you're going to have to get in their ass a little bit.
Yeah.
You're going to have to.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's something that, now I'm not saying that deters me. It doesn't.
Right.
But it's just an option to bring to the group.
Like, for
It's a
sure,
lot of energy.
like, just touching Rodman's dick doesn't make him come.
No.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that takes
Oh, we've not even
real work.
we've forgotten that thing that these guys have gotten laid a lot.
Yeah.
So much.
So the bar is so high in terms
So
of
much.
what they can even find arousing anymore. It's
Right.
not gonna.
Yeah, you go down and blow them, and they're like, "Where are the other three?" And you're
Yeah.
like, 3 what? He's like, "I usually fuck 4 at a time." It's just-
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not going to cut it for them. And maybe, Chrissy, they don't like dudes. So maybe you're up against that as well. Like,
Oh, you're definitely up against that.
right.
So I'm going to have to fight them to even just get their cock in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's
Can you
gonna be a
imagine
fight to
that you're
that.
fighting Carmelo Anthony to suck his dick?
I'm gonna get you. Yeah. I just start I have to beat the shit out of Carmelo Anthony and then fucking stick his bloody dick in my mouth.
Can you see why I love this idea?
it's really good, Tom.
I just beat his
It's
face
really
in.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fighting like they might be homophobic. They might not want to have a man sucking their dicks. So actually, maybe I have the best fighting chance of getting out of this hostage situation.
Oh yeah,
entirely. Yeah.
They'll have no problems with you.
Yeah, you're right. So maybe compared to you two pigs, I'll be like the belle of the ball,
Yeah.
and they'll see me come in. They're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, if they had to see us first,
yeah. I parade you guys
and
out
then you
first.
go in there, you're gonna get out
I'm
of
gonna
this
win.
building. Real
Oh yeah,
quick.
you'll certainly win.
It'll be faster too. Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
like, wait, who do I have to choose from?
And they'll be
this
like,
guy, this guy.
Why are we in this building? we're the greatest athletes ever.
Why are we getting blown on your mom's house?
Why are we at this Chili's, man?
Yeah. I think it's fair. I would fall in love with Dwayne Wade. I mean, Dwayne Wade's a handsome guy. Though.
Super handsome, yeah.
Ripped, rich, classy, stylish. Chris Paul's got beautiful eyes.
Yep.
Steph Curry, just because I think even though he's one of the greatest players of all time, sometimes he just looks like a weak little bitch. I may just turn around and fuck him in the ass a little bit, even though I don't have to.
Wow.
Just to do it.
Wow.
That is aggressive.
Yeah, just be like, you fuck you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like
Just because.
just dunk more.
Yeah,
you know?
you know what I mean? Just you stop being a little dainty bitch. I know you're a greatest shooter, but you're a little dainty. So he might get a little pumps in the ass.
Wow.
Who knows though? I mean,
How honored would you be to be in front of MJ on your knees though? Wouldn't that
Oh
be-
my God. Are you kidding? That's the thing with me is really what's going to take the longest is I'm going to need the rest, not because of my mouth, because I'm going to come with a few of these guys. And then I need an hour nap. I need to reset. But blowing MJ, how do you not come? LeBron?
Yeah.
Amazing. So that's the issue. So there's things to factor in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Very thought-provoking question.
I like it.
Thanks.
For bringing this up.
Well, that's what
real
we
proud of
are,
you.
I mean, that's what we want the kids to think,
Yeah. And by the way, if you're at home and you're watching or listening, let us know how you would do it too.
Please.
Now, by the way, you came in for a YMH Live, and you were one of our favorite. That's when Tina had the tats and the.
Yes,
You love
I
Tina.
love Tina. If Tina was a real woman,
Yeah.
then I might take back some of the things I said about Jasmine. I'd be like, I can't be with you, Jasmine. I need Tina. Yeah.
It was real. His love of Tina. You kept looking at her really, and I
Tina's my
felt
type,
that
man.
palpable sexual energy.
Tina,
There he is.
tatted up,
It was
fake boobs.
It was all over the room. Everybody was. feeling it.
Everybody felt. Tina really turned this room around.
Did you stay as Tina a little bit for Tom that night, or did you get?
We kept the sleeves.
Oh, cool.
The sleeve, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a new woman, right? It truly was, right?
It
Yeah,
was,
it felt like
it was
Yeah.
exciting. It
Yeah.
was really exciting, and I was like, I know you've been to prison and all this shit. You fucking whore, and it was
Nice.
fun.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I love it.
But you got to sit through the heavy segment, and we realized there was some clips since then that you haven't seen.
No, and I'd love to see
Yeah,
them.
we'd love to show you.
Yeah, because you guys, that heavy segment was, oh yeah, nice. What is that? HPV?
Yeah, anal warts.
Wow, mine don't look like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
It looked like seashells, though.
I know. It looks like, it looks like
barnacles.
Barnacles. It looks like some of the stuff they put in yogurt.
Oh, I just got the chills.
It's rough.
Oh, that good thing he's wearing a condom, though. Yeah.
Now is he?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it looks like he's wearing a rubber.
Is it? Pull it out.
Oh God. I think.
I don't think he is.
I see it.
You see? Okay.
I think so.
I thought it was just the warts. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. But you wonder, why wouldn't he just get the warts removed? Maybe it feels better. I don't know.
I could easily vomit looking at this clip. Easily.
Yeah, see, I've never seen warts. God, anal warts suck.
That's
yeah,
really
I can't
rough.
imagine.
I'd rather just to get the warts on my cock and balls than
in your asshole.
Because they're not just on the outside of his ass; they're on
Right.
the inside of his ass too.
And you do get those removed, right? That's what you.
You can
you're
easily get them
supposed to.
frozen off.
You get them frozen.
This is a choice. Okay. Oh my! There we go. The fact he's not hard is
Look at
mind
his
blowing.
stomach.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
How is that not killing him?
I don't know.
Seriously? How is that not killing
I
him?
don't know. It's really penetrating.
Isn't that
deeply.
going through his organs?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, it's pretty
God,
amazing.
what I will comment on is great. He's in great shape.
yeah, super
I'd
lean.
love to have body fat like that.
Yeah. That's a good scream. too.
Guys are savage. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Men are
that's
disgusting.
I can't believe he's soft.
I know. And he's well hung limp.
Yeah,
That's a good hang.
That gets about 8.
Mm-hmm.
Easy 8. There we go. Oof.
Oh, look at the balls. I forgot
Yeah.
how.
God. Oh!
Describe what you're seeing.
What I'm seeing is a man put a drill bit in the tip of his penis, in his multicolored penis, and his balls are they have a noose around them. It's like he's going. Yeah, his balls are tied up with rope, and he's got a.
He's getting off.
He's getting off. He better. The amount of pain in that is. I mean,
Is
dude,
he nutting?
When you put a drill bit in your urethra, that does not feel good.
God.
Oh, is that blood? That was blood.
Oh, Jesus
Oh, the blood got me.
Yeah. Good. I know which one to save.
Yeah. No, the blood, all the other ones, I'm like, I can maybe even come to these.
Yeah.
But the blood coming out of that one is.
Wait, and you know what I like? He's wearing like a button-down shirt and like a suit jacket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Classic
yeah.
guy.
He's like, so he's like at work. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a break.
It's called place.
We go in the
Kid's called
bathroom.
Class. Yeah.
Kid's got
He's like a
class.
furniture salesman, just going in the back.
This is something you don't always see.
Is this a mutilated dick?
Yeah, I think it's just like a small uncircumcised dick.
Oh, I thought he was. Oh, yeah.
And he's putting.
He's putting bees on his cock.
Are those wasps?
Waspus.
Waspuses?
Nice. Wasp on a.
And they're
there are
stinging.
some horrific looking penises.
Yeah, there
right.
are.
I
Yeah,
mean, what
this
is that
not
even?
good. It's
Yeah.
not.
You got to get circumcised out there.
Yeah.
Right. Like
You do.
You have-
if you're in the Western-ish world, like no Europeans aren't, but if you're American,
Yeah, but what are you doing? I mean, because that's an uncircumcised. I mean, what are we doing?
Ooh, and he's letting them go in the urethra.
Now, what's the hook he has coming out?
I think
of
it's
his
to
cock?
keep that hole open
Oh,
so that the wasps can fly in there.
No, is this a? What is this? What?
I don't know. Jesus. And then afterwards, it's just all swollen.
And that's what he likes.
That's what that makes his dick hard.
Is that how we get pollen? Honey, I meant. What kind of honey is this? Yeah. This is the stuff you put in your tea.
What's that, Chris?
So what this looks like to me is is that her toe?
Yeah, frostbite.
That's a frostbite toe. There you go. So she's ripping her frostbitten toe off, or he.
Yeah.
And this is why I don't go hiking.
I mean.
What's that?
Oh, casually too.
go to the doctor.
Casual.
Why are you doing
what are you
this?
doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, disinfectant or whatever, antiseptic.
Yeah.
like
This is
numb it.
Oh,
What are you doing?
this is what the Portland homeless guy was doing.
That's the toe. That's this person's toe. That was.
They
I thought
just
that
ripped
was
their entire toe off.
I thought it was just the nail. It's the whole toe.
So what? Yeah, like who are these people doing this? Do they not have health care?
I feel so sick.
You can get it now.
You can get it, dude. Obamacare.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Fuck.
Dude, that person ripped their toe
They
off.
ripped their
bro.
toe off.
Bro,
with
go to
no
a doctor.
problem.
Yeah.
Go to a
Put this
doctor.
here like they were cutting their nails.
Yeah, that is something I've never. I mean, I bite my nails. I bite my toenails even when I had the flexibility, but I've never done that. I've never ripped a toe off.
And
You ever done this?
Ah, yeah. Nice, dude. Oh. Is that what's inside my asshole?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Is that cum coming out of his ass?
That's not cum.
What is it?
It's like mucus. Fluid.
Dude, the most disgusting thing is the hair on this guy's ass. Shave your ass.
This fucking Dr. Drew saw this, and he was like, there's a good chance that the guy on the left dead within 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I guess he's like, that color and the fact that
I don't like
hanging
this clip.
outside.
Can we stop this?
Really?
Yeah,
He think this guy could have been died from that.
Could have.
I
Not
usually
definitely.
have alcohol when we do this. I wish you could have given me a.
I know, this is nice. This is like a nice afternoon treat.
Yeah.
This is lunch.
Babe,
All right, last one.
Babe, I'm not feeling good now. Can I go pee?
Hold on.
I have to pee.
Just last one.
Ooh, what?
He's cutting it with a scalpel.
Hold on.
Is this a doctor or is this just a guy hanging out?
I don't think it's a doctor.
This is just some guy in Cincinnati.
Why is he doing it?
I don't know why he's doing it.
Oh God, I want to fucking die.
Oh my God. This is what I'm doing is
A scalpel through the
there's a scalpel
head.
through the top of the head of his fucking penis.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And he's got pubes and wrinkly old balls.
Can I-
Oh no, his penis is bleeding out. Now there's a fountain. It's like a water fountain of blood coming out of the top of his cock.
Yeah. So these are ones that have been on other lives that I wanted to show you.
I mean, this is, yeah. The fact of the matter is I want to come on another live.
You got to.
I
Oh my
love
God.
because this is like, first of all, I mean, is this for pleasure?
This for sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This, and by the way, do you think that he's like, I'm gonna make a video, I don't know what I'll do, or he's like, every few months when this thing heals, I know exactly what I like to do. This guy does this regularly.
And how does that not kill him? That spurt of blood? That's a very real.
That's a big
It's
vein.
a lot of blood.
That's an artery that he.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like when it spurts out like that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Like
Yeah.
it looks like a water fountain of blood. It looks like a Twizzler coming out of the top of his cock. This is you can't even show the shit on YouTube, right?
No.
Zero.
No, you can see it at ymstudios.com if you want to wear
That's
it.
what it is.
Yeah.
This is Tom's OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
This is, I mean, that is those I will say I believe are worse than the ones because you guys when we were live that I did was shit heavy. It was a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Which shit, I guess
I don't
having
mind
kids,
it.
I don't mind shit. I've dealt with so much human shit now, but this is heavy. I
This
mean,
is real
bloody
heavy.
penises and anal warts it's rough to see.
And
Yeah.
cutting.
Yeah, I mean,
screwdrivering.
So we
have
have gone months now without doing a live because of touring and everything.
Sure.
And now we're eyeballing a date for our next one.
Okay.
But it gives us so much time that we're able to curate some really heavy, spectacular stuff.
Yeah. It's going to be
yeah.
mental.
Would you be able to get it to the point where you get a live where you actually get somebody in here in person to rip their assholes out? Is that a possibility?
It's not impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is, I think you guys are going to graduate to that if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Because why
Write that
not?
idea down. Go ahead.
Because
I
that would be
mean,
something really special.
live?
If we do that, you're coming.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
you're here,
No,
yeah.
I'm coming and I'm coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see you jerk off
Yeah.
if we do that.
You better have face shields.
Yeah.
Because somebody's getting pink eye.
Yeah. All right. Now listen. This episode is going to come out on April 6th. We don't know if you will be on YouTube, on Netflix, on both.
Yeah.
But by that time, at least news will be like we're preparing people to go to both places.
Go to both places.
But at worst case scenario, on that date, it might not be in either place, but you will have announced what the resolution is.
100%. I will have announced what the resolution was by then. Something is coming out April 6th on my YouTube at youtube.com/ChrisDComedy. I don't care if the Netflix deal hasn't been signed yet. If it hasn't been, then I'm putting the full special out on YouTube that day. 100%. Nobody can stop me. If we have done something, I'm still going to put some type of clip or something out to direct you where to go to see it. So April 6th, youtube.com/ChrisDComedy. Today, just be there, get on it. And then also, if you want, April 8th, I'm in Indianapolis. April 9th, I'm in Denver.
Nice.
Beautiful.
There you go. So a couple of days.
Great cities, great shows.
Yeah.
Super happy for you, man. Super proud of
so
you.
good to see you.
You've been
Thank
killing
you.
it. and
I appreciate
it's fun
it.
to watch.
Truthfully, like I've said the last time, I mean it again. Can't have it without you guys because you know what the truth is, and it's no disrespect to anyone, but I feel a little bit of like, because everybody, a lot of my peers at my level, they've gotten themselves up to this point, but they've gotten a big push from a Netflix or like a Joe Rogan. I never had any of that. My big push came from you guys, so I appreciate it.
Please.
I never got I never got on Netflix. I never did Joe Rogan. I never did any of the things.
Literally couldn't be happier.
So I appreciate you guys.
And I text
so
you
much.
too. I sent you messages like, see what you're doing. You're fucking killing it.
No, I know. I
It's fun.
appreciate the text.
We love you. So please come back anytime, dude.
Next time I'm coming with Jasmine.
Yes.
Come with Jasmine.
And the fucking kids.
Yes.
And we even I even was exchanged messages with Sal. So we're gonna get
Sal the hell out here.
Dog.
Yeah.
Sal's the best. Great hair,
He's
Sal.
the
You want to
best.
talk about good hair? Wait
Well,
until you see Sal's hair.
When he cuts it. I mean, it got real fucking manifesto-y for a minute.
Yeah.
With the
it looks crazy.
Yeah. Crazier than shit.
Yeah.
I want to see him see shit like this too.
Oh no, Sal. I'll tell you what. If I know, he's gonna throw up. Sal.
Good.
He will vomit. So I know that it's you guys want. Yeah,
absolutely.
Sally V. I love
so
you guys.
funny.
Thank
love
you.
you too, man.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Chrissy.
Congrats.
She made me do copious amounts of cocaine with her, to the point I thought my heart was going to stop. She told me to calm down, gave me a drink, and I don't know what was in the drink, but I blacked out. And when I woke up, she had both my legs over her shoulders, so nobody's paid me to confess this now. And I've kept it under wraps for all these years because I knew that no one would believe me. Hillary Clinton ate my asshole. Hillary Clinton. Ate my asshole. Hillary Clinton. Ate my asshole. Hillary Clinton. Ate my asshole.
Can Hillary do this to you?
Yeah, of course.
You wouldn't mind?
Why would I mind?
She's a little bossy.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be that fun, but I mean, I would still do it.
You know, I think
I would just do it for the story.
I think Hills would be fine with it if you and her.
Do you have any idea what kind of story that is?
I can't believe it happened.
I know. I mean, this guy's telling it to his YouTube channel, but
Yeah. It must have happened before she was married to Bill.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
Oh, you think this is like recent?
Of course.
Wow.
Recent as in at least during the marriage. I don't think it's a 40-year-old.
Hillary Clinton ate my asshole. Hillary Clinton. Ate my asshole. Hillary Clinton. Ate my asshole. Hillary Clinton. Ate my asshole.
Hi, Mommy. Thanks, Jeans. Thank you for watching this episode of Your Mom's House. And if you had a great time, watch more videos here. And don't forget to subscribe here, so that you will know when Your Mom's House video comes out immediately. Thanks, Jeans.